All right, hello, ladies and gentlemen. How is everyone doing today? This lovely Friday, November 8th, 2019, a day that will live in history forever as the day that we, for the very first time, are checking out Mr. Kojima's newest creation outside of the Metal Gear Solid franchise. I am Darkside Phil, and I welcome you to the first of two gameplay streams for today. Hello, hello. Hopefully you guys are doing well and you're looking forward to all the festivities. Already I can see we have many people in stream chat today. It looks like it's going to be a pretty chaotic day. I'm not surprised. Today is the premiere of Death Stranding. And with all the hoopla, all the hype, all the controversy surrounding the game, it's going to be quite interesting to see what it ends up being. Alright, so I hope you guys are excited. FYI, this is not just a one-off thing. This is going to be a very fun weekend, I think. All right. So allow me to explain what we'll do first. Let's go through my schedule for the weekend so you guys know exactly what to expect here on my daily gameplay streams. I will be here full-time for the next 4 days. Okay? So today, it's the big premiere, Death Stranding. 4 hours of gameplay. I've heard that the first few hours of the game has 2 hours of cutscenes. I'm not surprised. It's a Kojima game, right? So we'll see what happens. We'll try to get through the intro segments, try to learn the basic controls, and I guess the basic grasp of today is to just get through the main intro story and see exactly what the game is about, all right? So I hope you're ready. Now, from everything I've heard, the game can be incredibly boring with the gameplay, so it's this simple. If the game gets boring because it's just a delivery service game, let's relax. Let's have some chill fun together. Let's talk. Let's take the time that would normally be like, wow, this is like boring, and turn it into something interactive and fun. That's the cool part about me being an interactive streamer, is that we don't just have to sit here with our thumbs up our butts and be bored. It's not like it used to be when I used to just do videos for YouTube and I was playing by myself, and it's also not like it used to be when I used to stream but not react to you guys on the stream. It's very different now. Okay, I believe this is a positive thing, a way that we can spin this in a way that it's going to be entertaining and fun for everyone rather than end up being kind of boring. Okay, so I hope you guys are ready for this. I know I am. Let's see how it goes. Okay, that's today's premiere stream. Now, later tonight on my late stream, which starts around 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, I'm going to be checking out Modern Warfare's Ground War mode for the first time. Now, I've played this in the beta. It was incredibly buggy and incredibly chaotic. It was just like, you couldn't take 2 steps without getting sniped. It was all about knowing camping spots, and basically there were rooms where people would respawn and have these choke points where there would be hundreds and hundreds of deaths within a few minutes. It was pretty insane. I'm very curious to see how this will turn out tonight. Okay? So we'll find out. I don't know how many maps are in this mode or whatever, but it's the first time I'm checking it out. That's tonight's late stream. Okay? Tomorrow, Saturday, we're going to be doing more Death Stranding as the main gameplay stream. 4 more hours, and I'm hoping once we've gotten past this intro segment of today, we'll get more into the meat of the game and see exactly what the game's going to be all about after learning the basics of the game. And so that'll be another 4 hours of interactive fun tomorrow. Tomorrow night, I will be continuing on with my The Outer Worlds playthrough, okay? A game that for the last couple of weeks, you know, I very much enjoy and been having a good time with, and we're nearing the end of the game for what I'm being told. I think we're in the next to last area or something like that. And I just got there. It's Byzantium, which is a very big city-like area. It almost reminds me of BioShock Infinite. So, pretty interesting to see what happens with that. Since I just arrived there, that'll be Saturday night. And then on Sunday, more Death Stranding. Alright, so this means we're going to be doing 3 major gameplay streams of Death Stranding over the next 3 days. And then Sunday night, I'm going to continue on with my Luigi's Mansion 3 playthrough. Okay? Which I've also been enjoying very much. I believe we're on floor 11 of 15. So another couple sessions of that game, and we should also complete that one. Alright, so this is good. We got a lot of new release stuff going on right now. I'm making very good headway in all of these games. It's looking like within the next week, I may finish 1 to 2 of these major releases that I've been playing, which would be a great thing. We're starting up Death Stranding strong with 3 major streams over the weekend. All right? Now, Monday is completely up in the air because what I'd like to do is take in your feedback and opinions over the course of this week and see what you think of Death Stranding. Okay? If you guys are loving Death Stranding and you want more, I'll play it again on Monday as the main stream. But if you guys are like, man, after 3 days we're completely burnt out and we just want something else, then I'd be willing to do something else. Whether it's like maybe try to finish up the Outer Worlds or something, you know, whatever you guys want. All right? So let's see what happens over the course of the weekend and go from there. In addition, I am strongly considering doing a session of Minecraft at night on Monday. Because Minecraft was an ongoing chill stream that I would do once a week, late nights, ever since December of last year. It went on through the entire year, but now for about 3 weeks I haven't done it because I've been very busy with all the new releases, and people are telling me they're like craving Minecraft now and wish that it would come back. So I'm debating doing maybe a Minecraft stream on Monday night for variety's sake, okay? Now, Tuesday I'm not here. Tuesday's my day off from streaming. I'll be back on Wednesday, and for 2 straight days there, Wednesday and Thursday, I'll probably be continuing on with all these new releases, Death Stranding, balanced with Outer Worlds and Luigi's Mansion, etc. We're also getting very close to the end of WWE 2K20's My Career Mode. So maybe I'll focus in on that a little bit to try to wrap it up, okay? So we'll see what happens. And then, of course, a week from today, or next week, we've got 2 more major new releases, both of which I'll be checking out there on premiere day. The first is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which by all reports is kind of a unique combination of Dark Souls and Zelda with Star Wars elements. Could be pretty neat. I'm very excited to see how that is going to be implemented. And then also that same day, Pokemon Sword and Shield releases, and I'll be doing Pokemon Sword. So, 2 new releases next week that we'll be juggling, okay? So, let's see what happens. It sounds like a very exciting week to me. I hope that you guys are excited as well. Okay? Good stuff. Now, one final thing before we continue on to my next segment of the pre-stream here. As you guys can see at the top of your screens, we do have a subs goal, and apparently we dipped a bunch of subs this morning. In fact, let me check on sub count again because I want to update that appropriately. Yeah, it says we're only at 590 subs. It had said on my channel that we were at 600, which is why I updated that, but apparently we dipped. So let me update that appropriately now so I'm not over-advertising what we actually are at, okay? So we have a subscriber goal for the month of November. If we hit 625 concurrent subs at any point during the month, I'm going to be doing a special Christmas event. The event will take place probably 1 to 2 days before Christmas. It will be a marathon-style event where I'll be on stream all day long. I'll be dressed up in festive holiday attire. I might even change my attire a couple times during the course of the stream. I may be having a few drinks, meaning a few beers or some eggnog or something during the course of the stream. And I'll be playing games that you, the viewers, nominate and vote on. All right, you'll be able to pick any kind of game. You want to see me play Classic Street Fighter? I'll do that. You want to see me play Call of Duty? I'll do that. You want to see me play Death Stranding? I'll do that. Whatever you guys want me to see me play, all right, I'll play that day. And I'm okay with that. I'll switch between games and do fun stuff. It's just going to be a very loose, open, and fun session of gaming to celebrate the holidays, okay? So if we hit the sub goal for the month, I'm doing that. And then immediately when we hit the sub goal, I'll be setting this up so that you guys can start nominating games. Fair enough? All right, so please consider subscribing to the channel. You get many benefits for subbing, including access to over 30 emotes. That's right, I have that many emotes on the channel. You don't have to watch advertisements when I take ad breaks, and you get a cool chat crown badge to show how long you've been a supporter. So please consider subbing, all right? We're getting there. You know, we're only about 30, 35 subs away. I know we can hit the sub goal relatively soon, so hopefully we can motivate people to sub, and we'll get to it, okay? Okay. So, that's that. It's time to move on to segment number 2 of the pre-stream, which is the gratuitous plugs. This, of course, is everyone's favorite part of the pre-stream. I know you guys are excited about this. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am a full-time live streamer. I am here 6 days a week, full-time, putting out dual gameplay streams for you. I'm a variety streamer. I strive to stream a ton of different kinds of games so that you guys never get bored, and that every day when you come by my stream, you see something a little bit different, which is a good thing, right? You know, I was a full-time YouTuber for quite some time, but times have changed. I love being an interactive streamer. I love the fact that every day you guys still come by to see my live reactions to brand new games, to retro games, to whatever it is I may be doing, and just to hang out and interact with me and have a good time, have a chill, fun time on the streams, right? I'm very appreciative of that. But because I am now a full-time interactive streamer, I rely almost solely on crowdfunding contributions on the streams to make ends meet, to pay my bills, to afford the games, to keep stuff going. All right? So, if you like the fact that I'm here 6 days a week full-time, if you enjoy the fact that I still upload the archived streams over to DSPGaming on YouTube, despite the fact that YouTube is pretty much falling apart at the seams for someone like me, and is really just fan service to you guys rather than income, all right? If you appreciate all of that, and you want to see it continue, please consider contributing via one of the methods that I'm about to outline here on the stream. However, I will say this up front before we even say a single way you can contribute. Contributions are greatly appreciated, but they're not mandatory. I'm happy enough to just have people come by and hang out with me every single day. 11 freaking years I've been doing this, and people still care about me. My opinions is pretty amazing. Keep in mind that I did this for 2.5 years on YouTube before I was ever able to monetize anything. I do it because I love it, because I love gaming, and gaming's been a part of my life for so long that, you know, I want to share those experiences with all of you, and it's amazing that we have this opportunity on the internet to do this on a daily basis. I would still do this if I couldn't make money doing it. Okay? So thank you to anyone who even considers contributing. It's not mandatory, but it does help. It keeps the stuff going. Let's talk about a few contribution methods, bleh. Number one, you can check out my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. Monthly pledges help me out, and you get a personal perk depending on how much you pledge. Give it a look. I also have a Teespring store where you can buy merch like t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, stickers, mugs, etc. The holidays are coming, so you might want to think about that as a gift for yourself, or maybe a gift for someone else who likes me. All 3 people out there that there still are who's like me, you know? Okay, so give that a look. But in reality, I know that most of you are here during the live stream. If you're going to contribute, you're probably going to do something in a way that you're going to get some kind of interaction with me on the stream, especially if this game has as much downtime in it with delivering things as possible. And there's going to be tons of opportunity for us to talk and interact, okay? If you cheer with bits or subscribe to the channel or you tip me during today's live stream, I will give you a shout out during the stream, okay? Also, as you can see, there is a Stream Stats leaderboard at the top of the screen where I can update things like top cheerer of the day, top tipper of the day to get you extra credit there. There's also a new leaderboard integrated into Twitch that's been recently updated. Not only does it track the top 10 cheerers of the week, but it also tracks the top sub-gifters of the week, okay? So, many ways to contribute, many ways to get recognition during the streams, right? I'll be very honest with all of you. The best way for you to contribute and help me out the absolute most would be to tip me. I need the help with tips right now because, number one, there's still multiple games coming up in the next few weeks that I need to be able to afford. And number two, right now, I am incredibly strapped for cash because I don't get paid by Twitch for about another 7 days. So all your tips are basically my income right now. I mean, no exaggeration. Your tips are my income. Your tips are paying for everything. So thank you very much for that, anyone who is tipping me to help support, okay? So a little bit about tipping. There's 2 ways you can tip me. Below the stream, there's a tip jar button you can click on, or you can type !tip into the stream chat to bring up a link to go to my PayPal tips page. Number 1, I strongly recommend if you're going to tip me, please consider doing so anonymously or making up a name that's not yours. Reason being, there are a significant amount of trolls and otherwise degenerate, fucked up people on the internet who like to seek out people who support streamers and harass them on the online. Whether it's just harassing them on their social media accounts or finding out their information. I always strongly recommend if you're going to tip me, don't use your real name. You could either be anonymous or you can make up a name so no one will know it is you. All right? Please consider protecting your identity. Very important. Number 2, you don't need a PayPal account to tip me. All right? You can actually do so with just a credit or debit card if you go to that PayPal tips page. Now, if you don't see the option there, it's probably because it didn't load properly, and I myself, through experience, have noticed if I go to the PayPal page on my phone, half the time it doesn't show those options. If you go on a desktop computer, you should see a bunch of buttons there for like Visa and MasterCard and Discover, American Express, all the ways you can pay for things online normally. You could do that via PayPal. You don't need to make a big registered PayPal account if you want to tip me, okay? So please consider it. Again, not mandatory, not expected, but tips are keeping me going right now until I get paid by Twitch this month. So please, by all means, consider tipping if you can. Now, outside of that, I would like to outline the stream rules, All right, so you guys, especially today, I know we probably have a bunch of newcomers to the stream because it's a hot new release. I can see the stream chat's going bananas already. So let me outline some ground rules for all of you so you understand what's going on the stream so there's no misconceptions and no confusion. All right, first of all, I am streaming on twitch.tv. This is a business. That means that I have to abide by all the rules and regulations of said business. Okay, so I can't just say and do whatever I want. That's just up front, just letting you guys know I have to abide by everything that they have as criteria for streaming. But in addition to that, all right, I have my own set of rules, my own personal guidelines that I follow when I live stream to maintain a certain kind of chill vibe on the streams, all right? And they are as follows. First of all, I understand that there are certain topics out there that are very controversial, topics that get people very argumentative and very angry with each other. If they don't agree on something, they tend to really get kind of heated. And because of that, those are topics that generally I don't talk about on my streams. Those topics, of course, are politics and religion. I know that those are topics that people will get so angry about. If you don't agree with me, that's it. It's the end of everything. You know, and that's why you're here for a gameplay stream. You know what I mean? You're not here for that kind of stuff. Now, I'm certainly not saying that if we're playing a game where these topics are hot topics in the game, or that they're you know, pertinent to the plot of the game, that we can't talk about them, okay? But this is supposed to be a chill gameplay stream where you guys are escaping the drama and the toxicity of the real world. You're coming to have a good chill time with me, see my honest reactions to a new game or a retro game or whatever I may be playing, and just hang out with me, maybe have some interactions with me or other people in the stream chat and have a good time. You don't want to come here and immediately be bombarded with Brexit and Trump and all the crap that you get bombarded with constantly all day friggin' long, right? So I'm not going to do that, and that's why it's against the rules, and we don't do that kind of stuff here, all right? Now, in addition, another very, very important rule, I have to say this up front, many of you may not know this is a rule. I am well aware that on the internet, there are thousands of people who basically on a daily basis steal my content, illegally restream me, defame me, slander me, insult me, and otherwise do things to ride my coattails to give themselves attention. These are people who, number one, have no morality, and number two, wouldn't even be known if it weren't for me. They literally exist because of me, okay? That being said, we know they exist, and we know that they have a haven over on YouTube. They can't do that stuff on Twitch because Twitch doesn't play that game. So they all hide out over on YouTube where apparently everything goes and everyone can be nasty and disgusting and toxic to each other, and YouTube actually promotes that kind of behavior. I guess because it makes them ad revenue. Who fucking knows? But there's nothing we could do about it to end it. Therefore, we don't address it. But outside of this very brief period on my pre-stream where I bring it up to let you guys know it's against the rules to bring this stuff up, we don't mention it on the streams. It's not allowed. So please, don't come in here and say, oh, Phil, did you know someone's illegally restreaming you right now? Oh, Phil, did you know someone just said this about you? Did you know someone's doing that? No one cares. Literally, nobody fucking cares. We can't stop it. It's not going to be avoided until, you know, YouTube changes their ways and stops being such a toxic fucking cesspool place. It's never going to change. So why do we need to derail my positive gameplay streams with that negative crap? Let them go having their own circle jerk communities over on YouTube. Let them do their own nasty shit. And we'll be here having fun with each other, positively experiencing games. Okay? So please do not bring any of that stuff up. It's that simple. Fair enough? Okay. So I feel that if we abide by all these guidelines and rules that we're going to have a good time today and always, you know, in general, my streams seem to have a really fun vibe. People come back for that reason. So very nice. Thank you for understanding that up front. Now we're going to head into the third and final segment. Oh, by the way, yes, Super Blind Man, the message is highlighted. So just so you know, he just basically just said, here's a highlighted message trying it for the first time. I can't see it as highlighted, but as long as you appreciate it, you know, that's cool, and enjoy Just Stranding. Thank you very much, Super Blind Man. Yes, I did see your highlighted message. Okay, so now let's head on to the third and final segment of the pre-stream, the shout-outs, where I give you thank yous and notoriety for your contributions on the stream. I start updating the leaderboards, etc. And then after that, we're going to get here with gameplay. All right? Fair enough. All right, let's do this. So, first of all, hold on a second here. Overnight, we had some people who contributed. We had Golden Colts who did several cheers overnight. Thank you very much to Golden Colts for all of the overnight cheering. That is much appreciated. That Anonymous also cheered overnight. Thank you very much to That Anonymous for the overnight cheer. That is appreciated. The very first cheer of this stream came from M5NSX, who did a 50-bit cheer, and he says, "The day has come." Indeed it has. So let's get M5NSX up there as the first cheer of the day. The day we've all been anticipating for quite some time is here. Eternal Napalm now did a 100-bit cheer. So he is technically the top cheer of the day. And he says, "A crypto byte a day keeps the time fall away." I don't know what on earth that means, but thank you very much, Eternal Napalm. And by the way, important to note, the excuse me, the Terminator cheer mode is still working. I'm surprised at this. This has been over 3 weeks this thing's been running, and it's still going. What does that mean? It means that if you cheer on Twitch today to any content creator, if you're cheering on their channel with bits, and you use the Terminator cheer mode, you will give 10% bonus bits to the streamer. All right? So please, by all means, consider doing it, because it's free. It's going to cost you absolutely nothing, and it helps out the streamer even more. If you're already cheering to support them, why not use the Terminator cheer mode? By the way, for those of you who didn't know, Terminator Dark Fate, the movie, flopped huge. They were expecting it to make hundreds of millions of dollars. It didn't even make, I think, 200 million. So they're saying it's like one of the biggest box office bombs in a long time. I guess the Terminator franchise is dead at this point. Pretty sad, I guess, right? I don't know what else to say. You know, the Terminator franchise at one point was super popular. I think the problem is there's just been too many pseudo-sequels, semi-sequels, and reboots. Because it was funny. People were saying, Terminator Dark Fate is the sequel to Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Like, wait, what? Terminator 2 Judgment Day, which is like 1991 or some shit, right? You're telling me, you know, almost 20 years later, they're making a sequel completely retconning all the other movies. And you think that, number one, people will care, and number two, people will remember. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they just a few years ago did the Terminator Genesis movie, and now that didn't count either. That's retcon. It's like, dude, you can't keep doing this. At some point, people will get fed up and just not give a shit. And that's kind of what I think happened here is another Terminator movie, a reboot. Who cares at this point, right? So, that's the truth. It sucks that the movie flopped. But hey, I like that there's still the promotion running on Twitch. So, yeah, please use the Terminator cheer mode if you're going to cheer today, guys, okay? Our next cheer came from Save the Pig the Game, who did a 300-bit cheer. Biggest cheer of the day so far. So let's start this shit off strong, Phil. I'm looking forward to you potentially throwing your baby off a cliff or something. God bless. I will do my best not to punt any babies. All right? I'll do my best. I hopefully will, you know... I do not want to punt babies, but I know the baby is supposed to help you. I don't know exactly how. I don't know, you know, I don't know that much about the game, but hopefully we do not accidentally kill babies. That would not be very nice. Let's get Save the Pig the Game up here on the leaderboard. Very good. Okay, continuing on here. That Anonymous did a 249-bit cheer and says, hold on a second. Trying to get my leaderboard centered here. It's completely cockeyed. Okay. He says, with all your past experiences with Kojima, have you come to respect him as a game designer? And if so, if Death Stranding does turn out to be the worst gaming experience possible, could you lose that respect for him? I've said this before. I actually have respect for Kojima. You know, back in the day, I was basically trying to be as stupid and controversially over the top as I could in my videos. I was trying to purposely say dumb shit to agitate people to get attention for my content, all right? I admit that openly now. Back then, of course, I wouldn't admit it, but now I admit that. When I originally played the Metal Gear Solid games, I was trying to purposely be an asshole. I was being over the top. Fuck Kojima! Fuck this! You know, screw him, he sucks, he's overrated, blah, blah, blah. Like, I did this on purpose to get a rise out of who I deemed fanboys, all right? And boy, did it ever work, just not really in the way I had intended. I had thought that people would laugh at it, and some people did. You know, my mainstream fan base did, but the people who were adamant fans of Kojima basically, you know, went nuts, and it actually started the whole "this is how you don't play" movement with the way that I had played those original Metal Gear Solid games, not giving a fuck. Okay? So, Yeah. So, over the years that I've played all of Kojima's games, including the entire Metal Gear Solid series, and then replaying some of the Metal Gear Solid series, like replaying Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 and 4, and then when Metal Gear Solid 5 came out, I actually respected him a ton more. Because here was a game that I was playing, that as I played it, it got better and better, and I actually felt that if that game had been able to been completed the way that Kojima had intended, instead of being rushed out and released unfinished by Konami, that could have been one of, if not the greatest video game of all time. Like, it actually was on that level. The cinema, the story, the gameplay, the epic boss fights and stuff. Like, I was like, damn, if this game were finished, because it's definitely not finished, this game would have been insanely amazing. And I was so disappointed that it felt like you're playing a game and all of a sudden halfway through the game just ends and then you're forced to do busy, boring, grindy work and then the game has one final segment and it's over. Like, what the fuck happened here, right? Then we all played PT, Playable Teaser, which was supposed to be Kojima's image for a survival horror game. And that, I'll be honest, was very cryptic and annoying because you didn't know what the fuck to do. But it also was very creepy and scary. There was freaking, disgusting ghost murders and all kinds of shit going on in that. And I actually felt that could have ended up being amazing, again, if Konami didn't fuck things up. So over the years, I've actually grown more and more, what's the word? I have more reverence for Kojima as a game developer. I'm certainly not a fanboy, but at the same time, I understand that the guy makes things that are incredibly unique and interesting, and a lot of people become huge fans of. So I'm okay with this guy. I really am. Like, I respect his work and everything, and quite frankly, I've been telling everyone, Death Stranding is one of my most hyped, anticipated games of the year. I've been waiting to see what this is going to be for a long-ass time. I'm very excited to see how this turns out, and I hope that it ends up being a playthrough that ends up being entertaining. Okay? So, yeah, I'm very excited. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to be very honest with all of you guys. You know me. 11 years on the internet, I'm pretty sure you guys know me. I'm going to be very honest and upfront with all of you. I'm going to tell you what I think about the plot. I'm going to tell you what I think about the gameplay. I'm going to tell you honest opinions about what's going on in the game. Whether it means I'm going to complain if I'm bored or I think it's not good. If I tell you that I think it is good, I'm going to tell you. I told you what I actually feel. I was saying this to my wife last night. I said, I actually feel that Death Stranding is a game that the gameplay itself may be one of those games where you want to be doing something else. You want to be watching a TV show while you're doing the delivery work, right? You want to be listening to music or grinding or doing something else somewhere else. And then when the story picks up, you kind of jump back to the game. That's how I played Metal Gear Solid 4 the first time I ever played it. For the gameplay elements, I wasn't too, thrilled, but I liked the story a lot. So I, kind of didn't really pay attention until I got to a story point. That's kind of how it was with me. So maybe that's how, and the thing is, maybe if we approach it like that, okay, we know the gameplay isn't going to be amazingly riveting. Instead, let's talk, let's react, let's have fun together, let's have interactions and a fun interactive stream during those segments. Then when it gets back to story, great, we'll go right back, we'll pay attention again, we'll have fun with it. But let's not take the gameplay so ultra seriously that's I have to be hyper focused on it, and now we're all bored because the gameplay is kind of, not super exciting. Okay? So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, all right? I have an open mind, but yes, that Anonymous, I will be very honest with all of you about my opinions on the game. Fair enough? All right, continuing on. BattleDuck 9000 tipped me $10 to get the tipping started today. And again, I appreciate that, BattleDuck, because I need tip support right now more than anything else. It helps me more than anything, so thank you. Let's get you up on the leaderboard. And BattleDuck says the following. Hold on. I forgot to update this. Total tips. He says, oh man, I cannot wait to see you continue the Outer Worlds. There's some interesting story twists and turns coming up. P.S. Did you have the time to take a peek at the email I sent you with some tips for the Outer Worlds? I guarantee I did. A lot of people have been sending me emails lately about tips about games and stuff. So thank you for that. And I guarantee I did look at it, although I couldn't tell you specifically what was in it at this point. But thank you very much for that, and thank you for the $10 tip and getting stuff started today, okay? 2-Bar King did a 100-bit cheer. Thank you very much, 2-Bar King, for the 100-bit cheer today. I appreciate it. Eternal Napalm did a 100-bit cheer. All right? Here we go. He says, I don't give a shit that this game was made by Kojima. I also don't really care what kind of hype this game got. From the first trailer, the deep, hardcore Lovecraftian vibes, the characters, the music, world design and themes and art have captivated me in a genuine way. Death Stranding is a melancholy Lovecraftian sci-fi that discusses how the past haunts us while the future daunts us. That sounds, dude, you took that, that's a quote out of something. You took that as a quote out of something. The past haunts us, the future daunts us. Stand and deliver. Death Stranding. Buy it now, motherfuckers. Wow. Okay, then. Anyway, thank you for the cheer, Eternal Napalm. Rob, what's going on, Rob? Thank you for the $20 tip. He says, I can't wait for this. Rob with the big tip coming through today. Thank you very much for the support, Rob. Let's get you up on the leaderboard. Very nice. Thank you again for the tip. Tipping is helping me a lot right now, and I need that help. So a great start to the stream before we even started with the game today. Thank you guys very much. And good to see you, Rob. Good to see you back. I know you were away for a little bit, but welcome back, and thanks for the contribution. An anonymous gifter gifted a sub to Diving Headbutt, who now has a sub for 9 months. All right, so thank you very much for the anonymous gifter for the support, and congratulations, Diving Headbutt, 9 months being a sub. Enjoy. Philip Smelly Chair Cheer. He said, good morning, Philip. Praying for a day filled with joy and wonderment for yourself. Thank you very much to Philip Smelly Chair. Ace has cheered. He says, you know, incoming joke, but I have spoilers for this game directly from Kojima himself. You will walk for the first 20 hours. Then, you will continue on a cart and meet up with Mario and Yoshi for a few rounds of Mario Kart. Finally, you will meet the one and only Keanu Reeves, who you will compete against in a Dance Dance Revolution for 10 hours. The ending will be an episode of The Big Bang Theory. Well, there you go. I was going to say Friends, but I guess Chandler is the thing of the past. All right. Thank you, Ace, for the cheer. Sam Bridges cheered. He said, Crypto by today keeps the time fall away is a quote from Death Stranding. Oh, well, I guess that's why it went over my head, because I haven't played the game yet. Sounds good. That's a good quote. Thank you very much for the cheer, Sam Bridges, and for that clarification, since it probably went over everyone's head in the stream here. The King of Cupcakes has tipped me $2 and says, KSI versus Logan Paul 2 tomorrow. Who do you got? No matter who wins, we lose. Because all of humanity gets sucked out of fucking brain cells when this more stupidity just keeps happening, and actual idiots pay attention to it and pay for it. So, there you go. Alright, I'm not going to say that. Let's continue on. DJ Luna Eclipse has resubscribed for 26 months. Thank you, DJ Luna Eclipse, for a 26-month resub. I appreciate that. Jack the Prick tipped me $1 and said something absolutely disgusting about my cat, which I'm not going to respond to, but I will say thank you for the $1, stupid. Appreciate that. Stupid. I can't fucking get this to work. There we go. Homie the Clown has resubscribed for 2 months and says, hey, smoke weed every day. Actually, I should have said it right. Hey, I smoke weed every day. There you go. And I know that's from a song from back in the day from those guys, because from Dre, I believe. Yeah. Isn't that the last episode? Yeah, at the very end of the last episode, it says, hey, smoke weed every day. Or no, it's the next, excuse me, the next episode is the name of the song. And I know that because I used to listen to that music back in the day. So there you go. All right. Kenichi has tipped me $20.01 to become the top tipper of the day. The 1 cent tipped the scales and had him beat Rob, if you can believe it. Let's get Kenichi up on the leaderboard. Oops. So again, thank you guys very much for the tips, which are helping me out tremendously right now. Kenichi says the following. Hey, smoke. No, he doesn't say that. He says, have you considered trying DDP yoga? Imagine if you had a video vlog series, something extremely basic where you have minor clips of you doing some stretches and talking about your progress, or even just doing DDP yoga for your health. I bought DDP yoga a long time ago. It was back when my back was really screwed up. When I lived in Connecticut, I had really bad problems with my back. Okay, I had a severely herniated disc to the point where it almost burst, and I had to adjust my lifestyle to try to make it so that I didn't do anything to stress out my back anymore. And it was just a coincidence that I ended up doing YouTube for a living and didn't have to really do much physical activity that allowed my back to kind of heal up over the years, okay? But there was a time when I had incredibly sharp nerve pain shooting through my back and down my legs, and also numbness because the disc was constantly screwed up. So I sought out many different ways to help. I had physical therapy, I had injections into my spine, and then I had this back stretching mechanism that I had where I would lay down and it would pull and stretch out my back to try to, what they call, decompress the disc. Okay? So I tried all these things, and various things did work sometimes. Like, I would say that stretch mechanism did work sometimes, the back stretcher, but it wasn't great. I couldn't really afford to get professional help because it was too expensive, and I was actually to one point debating getting back surgery. And I bought DDP Yoga. I heard that DDP Yoga had done revolutionary things for people, changed their lives, people whose backs were messed up and everything. So I got DDP Yoga. I have the DVD and everything. I'm pretty sure it's in my closet, like in storage here. But incidentally, I bought it and then I started planning my move across the country. And I never did it, just because I got too busy or whatever. For whatever reason, I just never got around to trying it. And when I moved across the country, my lifestyle changed again, because now, unlike in Connecticut, there's no crazy weather here where I have to shovel fucking snow and walk on ice and shit. There's no extreme temperature differences. Like, there's no insanely freezing temperatures for more than maybe a few days a year here. Everything that I need now is nearby. I have a garage, so when I go grocery shopping, I can carry the groceries directly into the kitchen rather than having to walk half a fucking mile around a fucking stupid condo building like I used to have to do in Connecticut. Everything is an easy drive. Like, basically, because I moved, my lifestyle changed to the point where it's not stressful on me anymore on my back. So, in the last 5 years, my back has gotten tremendously better. I don't have pain anymore. The only time I ever have back pain is if I'm out all day long strenuously walking and carrying things all day, and I come home and then my back hurts a bit, but all I gotta do is lay on my bed for 20-30 minutes to let it decompress, and then I'm fine. I don't get numbness anymore. I don't get shooting pain anymore. I'm back to normal, essentially. So I never had to implement the DDP Yoga stuff because my back is fine now. Okay? So, you're not the first person to ask this question either. Let me put it this way. If in the future something were to happen and my back were to somehow re-aggravate itself, and I definitely needed some kind of help with that, I would consider doing the DDP Yoga. But at this point, it's like, why am I even going to do it? I'm fine. I don't need it. I'm flexible. I don't have pain anymore. So, no, I'm not going to be doing it right now. Okay? But thank you very much for the tip, Kanishi. That is the biggest tip of the day, $20.01, and it helps a ton. So thank you, sir. Sam Bridges cheered, said, whether the game turns out great or not, you have to give Kojima credit for not following a trend and trying something different. And you know what? I will say that up front. Despite the fact that this game is already getting tons of shit, it seems like this is going to be something unique. And at least playing it, you can say, that is not like anything else I've played before. And that's a good thing, I guess. In this modern era when no one's willing to take chances and so many games feel like cookie-cutter cutouts of other things you've already played and experienced, I definitely want to say I think that doing something different in the modern era is the way to go. Even if it ends up not being 100% great, at least it's something different. Thank God. Because I'm tired of playing the same fucking game 5 million times, you know? So, we'll see. We'll see. Is this going to be the point where it's so different that it's fun, or it's so different that it's weird and not fun and boring? We'll find out, I guess, today. Vincent9999 did a 100-bit cheer. Thank you, Vincent, for the cheer. I appreciate that very much. Alfred Aponte just tipped me $1, and he says, hey, DSP, hope you're doing good. What are you drinking today? First of all, I am doing good. Thank you. Thank you for the $1 tip. I am drinking black cherry flavored Mio water, which basically means it's water with this Mio in it. Mio is an artificial flavoring that makes it taste like something, so it's not just plain water. And it adds some B vitamins and some caffeine into it. So that's what I'm having today. So thank you very much. Aragon0533 has resub for 3 months. And he says, happy to hear you're doing well. Well, thank you very much, Aragon. I appreciate that. Okay. Alien tipped me $3. An alien. His name is Alien. He tipped me $3. And he says, we're not human. We're here to send a message from the intellectual aliens of Mars to say that Jasper has been declawed by DSP. And we are here to suck Jasper from the earth and give him claws. Well, alrighty then. Thank you very much to the alien who tipped me $3. Obviously, that's not a very serious message. The guy's joking. And I appreciate the support. Vincent9999 now did a 50-bit cheer. And he says, are you ready to become a UPS delivery man? But this game has Breath of the Wild vibe to it, and the environments are breathtaking. I get the feeling this game's going to be the ultimate mixed bag. There's going to be some things that are going to be like, wow, and other things that are going to be like, ugh, it's boring. You know what I mean? But if we approach it with a positive attitude and we have fun with it, instead of trying to critically destroy it at every moment, which it seems some reviewers were dead set on doing, maybe we'll enjoy it, maybe not. Maybe we will find it incredibly boring and be like, God damn, this game is a fucking stinky pile of dog do. I don't know. Again, I'm approaching it with an open mind, and I hope that it ends up being something that at least ends up being memorable. Again, something different, right? Vincent actually cheered again, another 65-bit cheer, so thank you very much, Vincent. I appreciate that. The Patriarchy just tipped me $47. Holy shit, thank you to the Patriarchy. He says the following, I can't stick around, gotta play this myself first. All the talk about curing and walking is pretty thematic for the playthrough, though, huh? Happy trails. I guess so. And I guess we'll see what happens. Thank you very much to the Patriarchy for a $47 tip. That is the biggest tip of the day, obviously. Oops. Let's get you up on the leaderboard there. Thank you. And so that gets us up to $104. Thank you, everybody. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do tips total. Since we already exceeded what I was doing for a tips goal for the stream, we're just going to say tips total. That way it makes more sense. It makes more logical sense to say it that way, doesn't it? Okay. Thank you very much to the Patriarchy. Very generous of you. And again, these tips are going to help out tremendously this coming week. So thank you. Okay. M5NSX has cheered 50 bits and says, that's a good point. Although it's gotten some hate and some bad reviews, look at all of us who have come out to check it out. Yeah, I mean, already you can see the stream's chaotic. We got a ton of people on here who normally wouldn't be on my streams. Everyone wants to see what I think about Death Stranding, and I'm excited for that too. So thank you to everyone who's here. And you're right. I think what this game has done has riled up the gaming community with excitement and hype. Even if it's to hate on the game or to like the game or to just see what the hell the game is, at least we're excited for something. Recently, gaming has been quite a lot of disappointments. A lot of AAA games that sound like they're going to be great on paper, they come out and they end up being so fucking boring and just, you know, let's hopefully see if this game can hold some interest. All right? Sir Hendrick has tipped me $25. Thank you very much, Sir Hendrick, for the $25 tip. He says, let's hope for another true jewel from Kojima. After Outer Worlds and Luigi's Mansion 3, 2019 seems to be saved from boredom. I actually agree. A lot of the games I've been playing lately have been quite good. And that's a great thing. We did have a lot of duds this year, don't get me wrong. But there's been some gems this year, too. And it's funny, because until the last few months, I was like, man, I don't even know what I'm going to do for my Game of the Year awards. And now I'm like, okay, now I got some pretty solid candidates for my Game of the Year awards. So, good stuff. And hopefully we'll get another one. We'll find out. But thank you, Sir Hendrick. $25 tip. Very generous. Thank you very much for that. All right. Highway Cavalier did a 100-bit cheer and says, is it true Kojima abducted Jasper and is holding him for ransom? Yes, in fact, that is the plot of Death Stranding, is that you have to deliver enough packages to make enough resources to hire an infiltration army to save Jasper. That is the actual plot of the game. I don't know if you guys know that. So, all right. Philip Smelly Chair did a 50-bit cheer. He's really excited for Walking Simulator 2019, and Epstein didn't kill himself. What's funny about this is actually a reference, if you guys don't know. The other day, I guess there was a morning show that had a guy on who was supposed to be like a dog trainer, and he was talking about dogs, and I guess it was something about dogs in the military and how when they come back, they can have really meaningful lives if they're trained properly and they have good owners. And then all of a sudden, at the very end of the segment, he goes, "All right, guys, have a good day." And Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself, and they log out. They're like, "Huh?" I was like, "What?" Okay, so it went viral. So that's pretty funny that he just said that. I think he's trying to do a take on that. Okay. I'm gay, tip me $1 and says, are you an Israeli spy? Well, you know, I've been many things in my life, and I don't think that we should talk about the past. I think we should focus on the future positively. What I've done in my dark past should not affect anyone's opinions of me, you know, in the future. So, Let's not talk about that time of my life, all right? So anyway, thank you for the dollar tip. I appreciate that very much. Okay. So now, ladies and gentlemen, what we will do, because it looks like the contributions have slowed down, I want to check a few things. First of all, let's see how we're doing with subs, because I want to see if that has changed. We're at 593, so we did go up a few. Thank you for the progress there and reaching the monthly sub goal. If the hype stays up, perhaps we will hit the sub goal sooner rather than later. I guess we'll see what happens. What I'd also like to do is give a shout out to the top cheerers of the week while we have an ample opportunity to do so. So thank you to the following people who have cheered this week. In 10th place this week, we've got Philly Buckeye. In 9th place, Metalhead 2177. 8th place, That Anonymous. 7th place, Vincent 9999. 6th place, Save the Pig the Game. 5th place, Infinite 55. 4th place, M5NSX. 3rd place, Philip Smelly Chair. 2nd place, Two Bar King. And in 1st place for this week so far, Golden Colts. Thank you very much, everyone there. And of course, thank you to the following sub gifters. I just want to say this. This leaderboard for sub gifting is not accurate. There have been many more people who gifted subs this week, but for some reason, it's not tracking all of them, and I have absolutely no clue why, but it's not. So all I can do is give credit to what I see on my leaderboard. And what I see here is, yeah, 4335 gifted a sub, thank you. Jack Spartacus gifted a sub, thank you. D-Train12 gifted a sub, thank you. Philip Smelly Chair gifted 2 subs. Gloves123 gifted 2 subs. And Infinite55 gifted 2 subs. I'm also well aware, I think that Anonymous and Crazy Dream earlier this week gifted subs, but they're not showing on the leaderboard. I have no idea why. It's just kind of screwed up, I guess. Okay? All right, folks. So that is that. I think it is time for us to begin. What do you guys think? Is it time to begin? Are you guys excited and ready for this? I hope so. Hope you guys are ready for this. What I'm going to do is very quickly take a break, just to use the restroom. I'm going to, take a leak and prepare myself so we don't have to stop playing. All right? And then we're going to begin. Fair enough? All right. I hope you guys are ready for this. I'll be right back with the premiere of Death Stranding.